Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Is anybody watching in the stream right now? Anybody in the stream right now? I am live today, so for Tropical Storm Isaias and severe weather. I'm just gonna wait for some people to join in. Very breezy conditions for me right now. Very windy. Anyways, hello Cody Kotz, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you are, that is great to hear. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started into the stream. Anyways, hello everybody. How are you guys doing at the moment? We got some very interesting stuff going on. Hello Electro Vibes, how are you doing? Hope you're doing very well. Alright, I'm going to go and get right into this. So here is today's weather outlook. And as we can see, we have two different things of slight and two different things of marginal within the slight regions. So we got a little something in the northeast there and something out in the Midwest and Southern Desert. So let's go and get right into the tornado outlook for today. And as we can see, we got a 5% tornado chance up here in New York and a 2% chance around it in the green. The hail risk, let's go and take a look at that. We got a 15% chance, 50% hail risk in the yellow there, and around it in the green, we got 5% hail risk. We also got a 5% hail risk up here in the northeast. I just got a tropical cyclone statement for my area, so I am going to be doing tropical weather coverage. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into the winds. As we can see, we got a 15% wind risk right here. And we also got a 50% wind risk in the yellow up there. And then around it, we have 5% wind risk. Anyways, let's go ahead and actually get right into the Hurricane Center right now. That is what we are going to be looking at a lot today, is the tropical system that we see down here in Florida. So it is right now just off of the
National Weather Service has issued a tropical cyclone statement.
Yep, I just got a notification on my Storm Shield saying we just got a tropical cyclone statement, so something has just been issued. There's actually a tropical storm watch for my area. Anyways, it is the tropical storm is right now just off of the Florida coast on the eastern part, eastern coast of Florida. As we can see, it is probably going to affect most of the East Coast, as we that we can see, and it's actually going to go all the way up into Canada and affect a lot of kind of the eastern part of it right here. So it is not going to become a hurricane, so which is good news, but it is still a tropical storm, which can actually do a lot of damage. Tropical storms can do a lot of damage, and same for tropical depressions, which they can do a lot too. So it's going to affect everyone on the eastern seaboard, as we can see. So prayers to anyone on the eastern seaboard. I am live streaming. I am actually right now taking a look at Tropical Storm Isaias. Tropical Storm Isaias. It's gonna be an interesting storm for most of us. I certainly do live on the East Coast, so it's gonna be very interesting. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our wind speed probabilities, and as we can see, much of the East Coast is in the green. Most of the eastern seaboard is in the green, right here. Some of the East Coast is actually in the yellow, which really does mean that most people will be getting tropical storm force winds. So something to keep in mind, winds, very windy conditions all up and down the East Coast from this tropical storm. So let's go and take a look at our arrival time. So as we can see, it's going to be down here for today and tomorrow. And then once Tuesday hits, it's going to speed up quite a bit. And then it's going to go all up into the mid-Atlantic and Northeast region. So as we can see, by Monday, it's going to affect the Carolinas. And then by Tuesday, 8 a.m., it's going to affect the mid-Atlantic, and then by 8 p.m. in the evening, it's going to affect the Northeast region. Tornado warning they're going to put out in Texas. Looks like we got a lot of severe weather going on. Right now I am doing severe tropical weather, so very important thing at the moment. So arrival time, this is what we're looking at the moment. Let's go and take a look at our rainfall potential. U.S. rainfall potential. As we can see, very, very, very wet conditions on the eastern seaboard during this tropical storm. We can see a lot of rain or most of our rain is in the oranges and the yellows, and there's going to be quite a lot of rain in the dark greens, and even some rain in the greens too. So as we can see, we can just see this whole line of very heavy rain going all up the East Coast. Basically just all up the East Coast, all up through the whole thing. So 6 inches in the orange, 10 inches in the red, 4 inches in the yellow, 2 inches in the dark green, and 1 inch in the light green, in the lime. So let's go and take a look at our peak surge. And as we can see, by storm surge, we can see 1 to 3 feet down in Florida, and basically 1 to 3 feet everywhere else. And actually right here, I did not see that. Right here is going to be 2 to 4 feet, and then all up here is just going to be 1 to 3 feet. Storm surge is actually a very, very, very big concern with storm systems, because these can actually be storm surge can be very dangerous. Just got a coastal flood watch. So DC, which is where I live around DC. DC is getting a lot of watches and stuff like that for this tropical cyclone. So very, very big thing for tropical storms and tropical systems. These can do quite a lot, actually. 1 to 3 storm surge is actually all storm surge is dangerous. It can actually be pretty damaging. Look at DM. Okay, I'll take a look at DM. Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, and this is where? Cody Kotz, this is where? In Texas? I think that's what you said before. I just want to right now I just really want to focus on tropical weather right now. Once I am done with showing all these models, I will get into severe weather. So, because tropical weather is right now a big thing for a lot of people, so I really do want to get this covered.
The National Weather Service has issued a coastal flood watch.
Coastal flood watch for DC. As we can see, this is the flash flood risk, and a lot of people are in the 20% moderate risk, which is actually quite a lot. Everyone in this thing of basically everybody in all of these here is going to be in a pretty big flash flood risk. But anyways, let's go ahead and get right into severe weather, because there is a lot of severe weather going on at the moment all around the U.S. So I'm going to get right into that now, because very, very important as well. Severe weather and tropical weather are very important. So I just came here because of flood watch in Franklin County. There's a flash flood watch all up the East Coast, and it's actually all up to here. All of this here is in a flash flood watch. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that severe thunderstorm warning that you did show me, Cody Kotz. I'm going to go ahead and get this covered. As we can see here, there's the cell that I am looking at that you showed me. As we can see here, yeah, there is actually rotation. Take a look at this, guys. This does have a pretty large hail core, 2 to 3 inches in size. Yeah, that is there is some rotation in here from as we can see with the latest frame. Right there is where I'm seeing the rotation. So DC storm. I'll take a look at that. I will take a look at that. I'm gonna open up a bunch of radars so I can take a look at so I can leave all of the radars on specific locations. Yeah, there's a small shower over DC, but not really anything major. Severe thunderstorm warnings. We do have a big tornado watch up in the Northeast. So for severe weather, I am going to be doing a lot of coverage up there. And there actually was a tornado warning in Canada, which is very interesting. So it says that this storm here has the potential for a tornado in it. So it just said this storm is tornado warned. Or not tornado warned, severe thunderstorm warned with a tornado possible. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Yeah. Let me change. Is there a closer radar station? There is. Yeah, there's a little thing of it in here. Small rotation. But there is rotation in here, so this is kind of interesting. So spotted rotation right on the Connecticut and New York state border. You hear thunder? Yeah, there's a shower over you, but there's a few small showers. Do you want me to go on my GR level 3 or no? If you'd like, yeah. I mean, up to you. Everything's up to you guys. Everything is up to you guys. If you guys like to help me out or not. Would be very appreciated if you guys would like to help me out, but it's up to you. I live in New York. New York is actually right now in a tornado watch. I do not know if you knew about that. 5% tornado risk, which is moderate for tornadoes. I mean, I'm not saying moderate risk for SBC outlook, it's just moderate risk for a moderate tornado risk. Well, let's go ahead and say a small tornado risk because it's 5%, but there's a relative tornado risk up here in New York. So I knew about that. I got the watch on my radio. The winds in DC are crazy. Winds here are actually relatively breezy. Not forget you are in my team on Shywarn. I do know about that, yes. Um, Severe thunderstorm warning including Sealy, Texas, Belleville, Texas, and Sunnyside, Texas until 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 miles an hour. Hail, penny size possible. I think that was actually the severe thunderstorm that I did see down in Texas here. Yeah, the one with rotation. Surprised it does not say a tornado is also possible, because there is rotation in that. Last time I did check. The rain, I'm in rain and the winds feel like 60. The winds are not really that high. They're probably around like 30 miles an hour. It's just a small shower in DC. Right over us at the moment. There's a small shower over DC right now, yes. Yesterday there was a severe thunderstorm warning and it lasted to 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. and the actual town in Chambersburg probably got flooded. It always floods out when there's hard rain going on, so yeah. Chambersburg is in the middle of like a valley, so I could see that flooding is very common there. And I did see the severe thunderstorm warning just south of Chambersburg. Me and Brad were actually talking about that in the Discord server. And I was actually thinking about you, so yeah. Hope that's not really weird or anything. Just hoping you were safe. Because, you know, you always got to be safe. Tropical Storm Watch. Yeah, I already got that a bit. There is hail. I did see a hail core in this thing, but it doesn't seem to be anything now. Wait, you're seeing hail, Rad? Is that what you meant? I mean, I don't see a hail core. I don't see any hail indicators. I'll just go ahead and restart my thing, like I always do. I always have to restart it for it to work to its best. Look in DM, alright. And that's the Texas storm? Oh, wait. Yeah, that is the Texas storm. Yeah, I recognize it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a little something.
The National Weather Service has issued a tropical storm watch.
Tropical storm watch. Yeah, there's something pretty interesting here in Texas. Nice looking cell too. Is there any rotation in DC? Probably I couldn't see that there is any rotation in DC, but just to be safe, there's not rotation in DC. No rotation. And it's just a little shower in my opinion, so yeah, we got some rotation here. We can see the two colors are kind of combining. Hail core. Yeah. Small rotation. Well, not small. I probably shouldn't say small because I never like to. I really shouldn't say the size because what are the echoes? The echoes of this are at 45,000 feet, which is relatively high, but usually in tornado warnings, I expect like 55,000 foot echo tops, but I mean, they always happen in like 45,000 foot echoes. I mean, yesterday the confirmed tornado warning in Roanoke, Virginia actually had around like 40,000 foot echoes. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. So 45,000 foot echoes in the Texas severe thunderstorm warned storm. Um, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Connecticut. Weaker velocities coming together right here. So small thing of rotation here, actually. Very small. Severe thunderstorm warning in Texas that has 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Let's check that out. That's right here. And there's 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts in this, which is actually kind of insane. Let's take a look at this. Very interesting cell in near Lubbock. We got a lot of interesting stuff going all around the continent. Am I right? There's a lot of interesting stuff going all around the continent right now. It's pretty crazy. Nothing much tornado-wise or tornadic-wise, but let's go and check the echo tops. 45,000-foot echo tops. And the severe warning storm near Lubbock, Texas. As we can see there in the red. 45,000-foot echoes. And this storm has 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which is actually pretty damaging. It's not 70, it's 60. Oh, there it is. Yeah, now it's 60. Now this thing has 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so it's kind of gone down. Could blow some stuff around. Could. At least it's gone down a bit, so. Anyways, well, pretty interesting stuff going on in Texas. We got an interesting hail core in this one. As we can see there, interesting hail core. Check the echo tops of this. 45,000 feet. They're all 45,000 feet. This is in Hardin County, Texas. Nice shape to it, actually. Yeah. Alright. Firing up scanners. Yeah. Always good to see what's actually going on. Or all the situations that are going on in this. I mean, there could be a lot of stuff going on under this thing. A lot of probably accidents. Anyways, let's go take a look at Connecticut again. Or New York. Because there is a bunch of stuff going on. This is the only severe warned storm. Severe warned storm with 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts in Texas. So we have another one that's right here. Let's take a look at that again. We have another one in Texas that has a bunch of wind. Yep, here it is. So we're going to take a look at the Echo Tops. 45,000 feet. So we're going to take a look at the base velocity radar. Okay, nothing too tornadic is going on in this storm. Electro Living Weather. Tell them about the application to join the Shy Warren. Are you talking about Electro Vibes? Wait, Electro Vibes, do you have Discord? Because if you do, you could actually join into the Shy Warren team. Nickel-sized tail, 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts. Yeah, very windy conditions, and also a lot of hail. Yeah, the Texas one near Amarillo. Yeah, very interesting. So it hasn't even popped up yet. The severe. Oh, there we go. Severe thunderstorm warning. 70 mile an hour wind gusts. This is interesting. We could get a Radical Charge into the Shy Warren team as well. Yeah. He's got Discord. I know Radical Charge has Discord because I always talk to him on my Electra or Life of Weather Discord server. Anyways, oh, you have Discord? Do you think DC could see more storms? Probably. DC could probably be getting more storms later today. Also, if you guys haven't, please make sure to join my Discord server, Life of Weather. Would be very appreciated if you did do that. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps support me out. Very much appreciate it. Anyways, actually, should we get back into reviewing tropical weather? Into the tropical storm that's down here? I mean, I was actually wanting this to be a tropical storm stream. Yeah, alright. Let me get some webcams. Or, live cams, I mean. Sorry, not webcams, just weather cams, yeah. All right. Would you like me to add you, Electro Vibes? I'll go ahead and add you. It did not work. Well, let me repaste it. All right, it worked. It worked. It probably had like a space at the beginning, so yeah. Yeah, it worked. Yeah. Um. All right. Can you put me in chat or? Um. Yeah, I'll add him to the Discord server, Life of Weather. By the way, Discord server link is in the description. One second, guys. All right, sorry about that. Somebody just came into my room. No problem, Electro Vibes. Excited to be a part of the community. Yeah, we're glad you're in. Would be it's very appreciated that you joined. Very appreciated that you did. But anyways, all right. So right now I am looking at the wind speeds of some of the places in Florida. I'm gonna go and take a look at this with you guys. So here's the live wind speeds, and as we can see, around right here is where the tropical storm is in this area, and we have some pretty windy conditions. 25, 22. This is by miles an hour. We see fairly windy conditions all right here. So, So, actually, windy, very good for seeing winds as well. So this is actually right at the moment. And it looks to be that, okay, this is by, oh, that's sustained winds. This is by gusts. And we can actually see very windy conditions on the Florida coast right here. We can see very windy conditions, very gusty conditions, and also very windy. Let's just go and say very windy conditions. So, a lot of rainfall. Not much on the coast because the fortunate part is that the storm is not close enough to the coast for lots of rainfall to happen on the coast. It's pretty much going to be off the coast, off the shore, quite a bit. And so by around Tuesday, early Tuesday, it'll actually start to really affect the Carolinas, and this is where things could get really interesting. The Carolinas are going to get probably the worst of the storm, in my opinion, because this is it'll weaken as it goes up the coast, but by winds, the Carolinas could be seeing the most from this storm. Later in the day, it'll start to come up to the mid-Atlantic region, and then by around midnight, it'll be up in the New York and New Jersey area. And then around tomorrow morning, it would be making landfall in the Northeast. So, very interesting storm. And here's the thing. So we actually have a trough, right here. And basically what this is going to do is it's pretty much going to suck the storm into the trough. So it's going to be a lot more west than most of the storms would be. Usually they would pretty much be off the coast, and then they would be far off the coast, kind of. Sometimes they would make landfall because of the trough that we have here, and that's what Tropical Storm Isaias is gonna do. So it's gonna sit over us. It's gonna go right over DC. It is. It's gonna go right over most of the eastern seaboard, unfortunately. And the Carolinas could be seeing a very major landfall with this storm because it has probably kind of strengthened a little. Well, it's not going to strengthen. It's probably just going to, not probably. It will sustain its same strength all up to here. And then whenever it makes landfall, it'll start to weaken a lot. And then it'll potentially at some point it'll potentially at some points degrade to a tropical depression whenever it gets up to here around. So it's gonna go over DC. That is a fact. As we can see, yeah, it's pretty much going to go over DC. So DC could be seeing a bit. But it looks like we have this little divot, which will actually keep DC away from a lot of the winds. But DC will be seeing pretty interesting winds. So these could change. These really could change. So rainfall amounts could well, I think well, let me think what I'm wanting to say. I'm kind of slow right now. Hold on. That divot might not be there, Electro Vibes, so I probably wouldn't look at that divot too much, because that most likely won't be there. It's just gonna be a straight line of a bunch of winds all the way up. So DC is probably going to see a lot of impacts from this tropical storm. So sea surface temperatures. So when we take a look at sea surface temperatures, we are seeing pretty warm temperatures. But we do have a bunch of wind shear right here, which will keep it from developing. So that is why it will not become a hurricane anymore, because of some of the wind shear. Hit DC. DC is going to get some big impacts from this thing. That's what I'm seeing. So right now, it is sitting a bit off of the Florida coast. Yeah, it's going to come up to DC. As we can see, DC is actually in a 20% moderate of flash flooding over the next 3 days from the tropical storm. DC is actually in a lot of rainfall potential, according to this. 4% or 4 inches of rain is actually a lot, and that's all just from the tropical storm. We can just see this big line of heavy rain here, and really anyone in here in this whole entire thing of green and yellow and orange may see a lot of rain from this storm. It's going to be very interesting, yes. It will be interesting for a lot of people. That's a fact. So yeah, track. It's pretty much gonna track over the Delmarva Peninsula. So most of everyone on the eastern seaboard is going to get impacts from this storm. You're in the little orange area. Yeah, that's 6 inches of rain. That's a lot. 4 inches of rain is also a lot. So a big flash flooding potential for many on the East Coast. You're in the orange? Yeah, you're east. Six inches of rain is a lot. For sure it's a lot. And there's storm surge all up into Virginia as well, and also Maryland. All up into the Potomac River. All right here. There's gonna be storm surge in the Potomac River. So I need it for my garden, but I don't want to root rot. Just got a lightning alert on my phone, so there are some thunderstorms around DC. Let's go and get back into severe weather now. That's how this is looking. Fairly high ecotops, actually. Anyways, we got a severe thunderstorm warning in Connecticut with a tornado possible. So there is a tornado possible in Connecticut at the moment. Let's go and take a look at the rotation. Yeah, there is some rotation right here, which is very interesting. So there is a thing of rotation in Connecticut. So, yeah, Tuesday's going to be pretty interesting for a lot of people. What are the ecotops? 45,000 feet. In the red, so interesting. Pretty interesting cell. Yeah, there is rotation in there. Oh, there's a tornado warning now. We have a tornado warning in Connecticut, in Massachusetts. So when we restart the program, so it works to its best. But anyways, yeah, we got a tornado warning in Connecticut and Massachusetts, right on the border of the two. Basically, in the tri-state border here is where the tornado warning is. What county? This is in Litchfield County. Litchfield County, Connecticut. This is where the tornado warning is. So we got some decent rotation in this little cell. Very decent rotation. So we're going to take a look at the lightning. So we don't have much lightning in this, but still is a concern because there are some lightning strikes in this thing, which lightning is a very dangerous thing of thunderstorms. Saw the new frame, and take a look at that. Take a look at this rotation. Now that is some nice rotation. Very nice rotation here, guys. Still 45,000 foot echo tops. We're kind of seeing a little hook come off of it. So we're seeing a very small hook echo up here. Very tiny hook. Very teeny. Any live weather cams nearby? It doesn't look like there is. Yeah, I don't think there is. Actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is. We just got a new frame. Looks like the road or the velocities coming together have kind of weakened, but we still do see rotation in the storm, in the tornado warned storm. Weather bug, yeah, that's a good thing to use for weather cams. Litchfield. Oh, you did find one. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So it looks to me that there's relatively windy conditions right now. But up here's where the tornado warning is. And that's down there. So we do not, unfortunately, there are not any webcams nearby, but that sometimes is a good thing to see, because usually when there's a webcam in an area, that means that the area is sort of populated. So it seems to me that this tornado warning is not moving into a very populated area. It's just moving out into rural areas. We also have a TVS here. Go and fix my warnings. Let me restart the thing. Alright. Anyways, we still see rotation in this cell here. Fortunately, there is no hail core, so hopefully that doesn't change. Yeah, there isn't a hail core in this storm, so that's pretty good. What was the speed of that one? Let me check the speed of the storm. This is moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. And there's a 1-inch hail in this storm, so there is a little hail in this. Although I'm not seeing any hail markers or hail core on here yet. Yeah. It's relatively fast. Maybe just average speed. Average speed of a storm. Could it strengthen any natural obstacles up that way? Let's go ahead and look at aerial view. There are some hills all right here, so it could potentially die out. So all of these here are hills, which hills can actually stop it, so it might die out eventually because of all of that. So there is a little obstacle there for this tornado warned storm, which is fortunate because that could actually it eventually could make its way up into the Springfield metro area, which is fairly populated. Yeah, the hills. Small amounts of rotation here. So they could continue the tornado warning going off this way. Going off this way here. So, but it could die out before it gets to the non-tornado warned parts. So yeah, fortunate for those guys up in Springfield, it could die out because of the hills that are all in here. Nice structure of a storm, though. It's got a little hook going off. So anyways, windy conditions here in DC. Pretty windy conditions actually right now in DC Metro. Relatively breezy, let's just say that. Not windy, just breezy. Anyways, that was a little odd. Kind of. Now the TVS is gone. That was actually right here. Anyways, trying to find some cams up that way. Let me see if there is anything. So I could probably try and find something up there. Don't know what happened there. This is near Salisbury, Norfolk. There's a weather cam kind of nearby, but it's not really close enough to the tornado warned storm. Um, yeah, I don't see any webcams close enough to this tornado warning. Tornado warning is still in effect. So, yeah. Any more showers coming to DC right now? Ooh, I don't see that there's anything else coming to DC. I could know by seeing my little pointy things. This is an example here. Like there's a shower down here, but I don't see any of that right here, like in this area here. So um 2 new severe warnings south. Oh yeah, we do. We actually have a severe thunderstorm warning in Georgia. We have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in Georgia. One like right on the border and one in the actual like kind of like in the central part of it, I guess. In the actual state of Georgia, let's just say that. There's some stuff in Alabama, but not that much. And here's the thing, guys. So, as you guys can see, that there's actually a bunch of thunderstorms here and here. And there's actually a trough here. There's a trough of thunder here. So, this trough here of showers and thunderstorms is actually pulling the tropical storm to it. So basically, that's why it's going to be so far west. And that's a little fact for you guys. So yeah. Um. Westfield, Massachusetts. Um. I. It's not that far. Well, I mean, I think it's. I think the tornado warning storm is too far away from Westfield. So yeah, it's too far away from Westfield, um, to for the cam to see the tornado warning. So yeah, the closest one. Yeah, it's because it's out in a rural area. It's headed towards the Springfield metro area. So it's kind of moving. Well, it's go if it stays alive, it'll move above the Springfield metro area. So yeah, it's a rural area. This thing is right now in a rural area full of hills and trees. So since that's the case, it probably will die out before it gets to the Springfield metro area. And even Northampton. These two cities here are fairly large, and also this whole area is full of population. And this tornado warning, if it stays alive, this tornado warning will move into that fairly populated area, and then it will probably do some stuff. But that probably won't happen because the tornado or the storm might die out before it gets there because of the trees and hills. Westfield, okay, Westfield is just west of Springfield. The city, the major city of Springfield. It's just west of it by probably 15 miles. So right here is where Westfield is. And here's a tornado warning. That's where the tornado warning is. So, yeah. Let's check the rotation again, because always got to be safe. Looks like the storm is dying out, but there still is rotation. So there is a possible tornado in this thing. I honestly do think that there is some sort of funnel cloud, not a tornado touchdown, but there is probably a funnel cloud just north of Norfolk in the tornado warning storm right here, as we can see from the rotation. So, in my opinion, there's probably a funnel cloud, probably not even on the ground. Not even that, just might be a little slit in the clouds, but you know, it's probably a funnel cloud. But yeah, that still does have rotation, and that is moving off into the Springfield and Northampton metro areas. So, how's Chambersburg? I'll go and check on that right now. The Westfield cams have it. You can see the edge of the cell. So you can actually see the tornado warning storm. I'll go and check on that in a bit. I'm just right now checking Chambersburg. Chambersburg is not looking very active right now. You do have a shower just south of you, but I don't think that'll turn into something because there are a lot of mountains here. So Chambersburg is right now, I guess, safe. It's right now not got anything. So it's got nothing around it at the moment, which is fortunate. So, anyways, let me go and take a look at the Westfield cam. It's on WeatherBug, right? Wait, is the cam on WeatherBug? Hold on a second. It's on YouTube. If you would like to send the link over, you may. Just so I can get a little look at it for the stream. Westfield, Massachusetts cam. Westfield, Massachusetts live. I think yeah, that's the one that I'm seeing right now. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. Where's this looking? What's the direction? Is this facing south? Southwest, because that's where the tornado warning storm is. It's southwest of Westfield. Looks like south. Clouds are moving incredibly fast. That's something. Here, take a look at this. This is right now in Westfield, and as we can see here, maybe southwest. It was moving in from the left side of the screen. So the clouds are moving that way. Hold on. So they're kind of moving in this direction. In the tornado warning, I think that's looking... The tornado warning is southwest, but the clouds are moving northeast. That's what it looks like. So that might be looking the opposite direction from where the tornado is, or the tornado warning storm is. So, and you can really see how the two velocities are kind of rotating around each other from the frames that I'm right now. From me going back and forth in frames, we can kind of see the velocities. So yeah. So yeah, they're moving northeast, and that looks to be moving. So it's probably behind this webcam, the tornado warning storm. So they look to be moving that way. Either that way, or even that way. But as we can see here, the clouds are moving relatively fast. So, which is kind of interesting. So this thing is actually probably moving pretty fast. And usually when tornadoes are favorable, clouds kind of move at this speed. Which is true, and they kind of look pretty low and dark. So, yep, it's moving. It's going, but maybe it'll die out before it actually reaches the town of Westfield. So it is now just the rotation is right now on the border. It is right here. This is where the rotation is, right on the border of the Connecticut and Massachusetts border, or of Connecticut and Massachusetts. So let me go ahead and choose this county so I can get a better view of it. The county in Massachusetts. I want to see the area just to the left of the screen. Yeah, on the weather cam here, it's not showing that way, unfortunately. It would be very useful if it did actually look to the southwest, but it is unfortunately looking kind of the opposite way. The clouds are kind of moving in that direction. So, this is Berkshire County, and this is actually right on the border of Hampshire County. So this storm is right on the border of Berkshire County and Hampshire County. Berkshire County and Hampshire County. Indeed. I bet that looks dark. This does look to be a very dark storm. And the thing is, it's still got rotation in it, so they might actually extend the tornado warning. They've only extended the severe thunderstorm warning, which is pretty interesting. Severe thunderstorm warning including Northampton, Massachusetts, East Hampton, Massachusetts, and Hatfield, Massachusetts until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 miles an hour. Hail quarter size possible. A tornado is also possible. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna extend the tornado warning, which I feel they should because there is still rotation in it. I mean, not as strong as before. Yeah, there is still rotation in it, actually. So there is probably a funnel cloud off of this thing right here. Around right there where that yellow dot is, there's probably a funnel cloud. So, I'd bet 40,000 feet on the echo tops. Yeah, 40,000 foot echo tops are off of this thing right now. But as we can see right here, this cell has 45,000 foot echo tops. Yeah, 40. This one has 40,000 foot echo tops. This one has 45,000 foot echo tops. Let's go ahead and see this cell right now. This is a little interesting too. Maybe a little something. As we can see here, the colors are actually sort of combining. So there is probably a little thing of rotation right here in this cell, just west of the Massachusetts border in New York State. And this is located in Columbia County, New York. That is where that cell is located. Twins. Looks like that there are twin rotating storms. So yeah, which is pretty interesting to see. They have just kind of shortened the tornado warning into Massachusetts. They did not extend the tornado warning. They did extend a severe thunderstorm warning, but not a tornado warning. But here's a strong thunderstorm that I was just pointing out that also had rotations, or sort of had rotation. So, and this is moving to the northeast, will actually pass through kind of the tri-state here of Vermont, New York, and Massachusetts. So the 45,000 foot echo top one has little rotation, or it's beginning to have it. So it's trying to form something. It's trying to form something. It sure is trying to form something. Which is pretty interesting. So, guess it looks to be trying. Yeah, it does. So, gonna keep an eye on the storms up here, because this is actually relatively interesting. I think somebody's actually storm chasing on YouTube right now. Somebody is live streaming their storm chase in the Northeast, which is actually around here. So pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Anyways, welcome back to the stream, Fish Gang. Hope you're doing good. If you are, that is very great to hear. We're right now seeing potential twin tornadic storms, one right here and one right here. Or this one is already rotating, but this one is trying to do the same. I'm going to watch him. So, yeah. Tornado warning still in effect in Massachusetts, in Berkshire County. So, that's the only county it's in. Berkshire County. On Columbia County scanners now. Alright. Yeah, this one's in Columbia County. This one is actually moving into Rensselaer County. DC, I don't believe that there's really anything going on there right now. Yeah, there's not much going on in DC. So I don't think DC is going to be getting severe weather today. As of I know. Well, okay. I shouldn't have said that because there is a trough kind of down here. There's a trough moving northeast. So maybe DC could be getting something. And all of this here is actually in a marginal risk, and that's where this whole trough is. So this might actually move up and go into DC. So later tonight, DC could be getting a little something from for severe weather. I live near a beach in New York. Should I evacuate because of Isaias? Isaias. Okay, that's how you say it. Isaias. That's how you say it. Should you evacuate? I don't think it would be needed because it wouldn't do. It's only a tropical storm, but it can produce a lot of rain. But I don't think evacuation is needed. Evacuation would be necessary if there was like a Category 3 hurricane. That would be necessary, but it's only a tropical storm. But I would watch out for flooding. Isaias. Confusing name. A lot of I wanted to say Isaias. That's how I actually pronounced it once, but now it's Isaias. Isaias. All right. Let's get that in my mind. Isaias. All right. I would really watch out for winds or flooding and winds, both, but primarily flooding because that's actually the biggest issue with this tropical storm. Um, Flooding, no winds. Winds are going to be up, so there is going to be a lot of winds. Actually, don't get me wrong. It will be windy. It will be very windy, but flooding will be the biggest concern with this. Had to practice saying it. Yes, Isaias. It's a very confusing name. It's just one of those hurricane names that you're basically confused on how to say it. So, winds and flooding, indeed, that is very correct. Winds and flooding, biggest concern. Also, not just that, but storm surge. That's another big thing. Storm surge. Huge thing. Storm surge is actually very dangerous. Can actually really damage buildings because pretty much what storm surge is rushing water going all up the coast. Like, it's just rushing water at how many feet of water is rushing in. Let's just go ahead and say 2 to 4 foot storm surge. That's actually like how tall or how high the water is of the storm surge, and basically it's rushing water going all up into the shore, and it can really do some stuff to shoreline cities or cities on the coastline. So another big thing, storm surge. Good thing I got that out there. So winds, flooding, and storm surge. Flooding is the biggest issue with this thing. Flooding will be the biggest issue. It certainly will. There will be a lot of flash flooding with the storm, and a lot of flash flooding will occur. So that is something to really keep in mind. Coastal cities, I pray for them a lot. Yes, so do I. So this is going to be a very interesting storm. Last time Washington, D.C. got an actual tropical system was in 2018, and it was Michael. Didn't Hurricane Michael? That was a big gust of wind that came through. That's a big gust of wind that's coming through in DC. I can honestly guarantee you right now that winds are really high up for a lot of people in a lot of the East Coast, especially in the Northeast, because of the tornadic activity and all the storms. And there's so much energy in the sky or in the atmosphere right now in the Northeast that tornadoes are very favorable, and that's why we have the tornado watch issued for the Northeast. So so will any hard rain in Chambersburg cause, if there is then water, yay. Yes. Yes, hi people, there will be a lot of heavy rain in Chambersburg. I can actually go ahead and review that again if you would like me to. I think Chambersburg's around here, so you're gonna get around 3 inches of rain. So that's a lot of rain, and that can actually cause a lot of flash flooding. Also, you're in an alley or a mountain alley, so that'll be a huge flooding risk for you. Huge flooding risk. What's the cape of the day? Let me go ahead and load up the models. Let's go ahead and click on Massachusetts here. Basically where the tornado warning storm is. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, here's what we have. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe try and put the stream at 180p, 60 frames, so you guys can see it well. So, interesting that we're seeing here, and this is why we're seeing a lot of tornadic activity. We're seeing this high cape, and it's not being limited very much. So, and then this is what it's adding up to. So this is very interesting. Supercell. We have some stuff for Supercell. Severe hail, no quality matches. 1,565 for the for the C. No, not C. For the SFC. That's for the SFC. I have to try and say that properly. My goodness. And it's not being limited very much. And it's adding up to a lot of stuff. And that's why we're seeing some tornadic activity going on up in the Northeast. And this is in Massachusetts. So so that is what we have up in the Northeast. Yes, it's a lot. Let's go ahead and check the water vapor. Oh, not that much. But still something. Here's a water vapor. Basically, water vapor. It's water vapor. It's water vapor. That's what that is. This is Oh wait, did I say water vapor? No. No, that's not what I wanted to say. I'm getting everything confused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Vertically integrated liquid. That's what this is. So there's going to be an in-under in my area, correct? An in-under? Well, all I know is that there's going to be... Well, there's a big potential that there's going to be flooding for your area because you do live in a mountain valley, so... Base velocity radar, we're still seeing that rotation right there. So they have actually extended the tornado warning. Well, tornado warning has been extended. Oh, in under. Oh, that's flood in Spanish. Potential flooding, yes. Is this the only tornado warning we got? I think so. Anything else? Let me go ahead and restart the program because it's so laggy. So yeah, potentially you are gonna get some flooding. So as seen before, yeah, this is all the rain. But anyways, yeah. Good thing the flooding will go to the 3rd floor. Yeah, get to the highest possible level. It's still moving fast on the cam. Yeah, this is right now. Yeah, it's moving pretty fast. So, but we still have a tornado watch for the area here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's still a tornado watch. Probably is still a tornado watch. Yeah, there's still a tornado watch in effect. Alright, interesting. Glad there is, because there is still tornadic activity. That's the thing. Oh, let's see the echo tops of this thing. Oh, that was a little strange. Kind of messed up at the last frame. 40,000 foot echo tops in here. Trace that kind of nicely. Ooh. I kind of suck at tracing, so yeah. Basically in the traced area, that's where the 40,000 foot echo tops are. Anyways, I don't think that really matters, the tracing. But in the orange, the dark orange, that's where we're seeing the 40,000 foot echo tops. Relatively high, but not what I would expect for maybe a tornadic storm. I'd actually kind of expect it to be around 50,000 foot echo tops or even higher than that. So yeah, probably 50,000 foot echo tops to like at least 50,000 foot echo tops or even 45,000 foot echo tops. But I mean, it can happen, and 40,000 foot echo tops. Actually, there's been tornadoes in like, I don't know, 20,000 foot echo tops. Actually, here's a fact. In the squall line that hit DC in February this year, there was a 5 tornado. Well, there were 5 tornado touchdowns in the Washington, D.C. metro area, and the squall line didn't exceed more than around 20 echo tops. And yet there were tornadoes. There were confirmed tornado touchdowns. And here's the proof of that too. Let me go back to here, and here it was. Here's the squall line that hit DC in February this year. And let's go and check the echo tops of this thing. And as we can see, echo tops are not exceeding 20,000 feet. And this is in the squall line that hit DC on February 7th. And that was the one that caused a bunch of tornado warnings. And take a look at this. So, yeah, this was the squall line that hit DC in February. And this was unpredicted, by the way, guys. That's a fact. This squall line was unpredicted. They did not think that this would have hit, but it did. It was a unpredicted line of severe thunderstorms. What do you know? And here's the thing. Since it was unpredicted, tornadoes touch down in a in an area basically where there was not a risk of severe weather. Not a general thunderstorm risk, not a slight, not a marginal, nothing. So, yes, it's confirmed that there have been tornadoes in basically in areas that don't have severe weather set for their area. It's confirmed. I didn't mean to say predicted. I meant to say confirmed. Confirmed that it has happened. So, and it was around here where the Leesburg tornado touched down. And let's go ahead and take a look at the echo tops. Not even exceeding 25 echoes. We can see the little thing of 25, but most of it is less than that. That's really low for what I would think would be for this big, huge squall line. Low echoes don't always signal a weak cell. True. Facts right there. That is straight facts right there. And this was a line of severe thunderstorms. Winds were exceeding probably 60 miles an hour. The winds were howling in this thing. Trust me. I was in this thing, and yes, winds were howling in this. So, that's a fact. Echoes. What Electro-Vibes just said is straight facts. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get back into the Massachusetts cell, because enough of past stuff. Enough of really that. It's just a little thing that I wanted to show you guys, because very low echo tops when there were tornado warnings. So, it happens, guys. It can happen. So, yes. Anyways, we still see rotation right here, and this is actually moving. Let me update the radar. Okay, yeah, we still do see rotation, and this is actually moving into a fairly populated area, so which is not very good because that can do some stuff. It really can do some stuff. Anyways, let me go ahead and restart this thing. But anyways, this thing will be entering the metro area here, the Springfield, Massachusetts metro area. I was in school when that happened. I was actually really close to. Well, I mean, I was actually going to school when that happened, and I was soaked all day. That's how heavy the rain was. I was soaked all day in school. I looked like I had a bunch of rain spots all over my body whenever I walked into school. I looked completely wet. That's how heavy the rain was. And I was still wet by the end of the day. So that was a very interesting event. It's looking interesting on the cam. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That looks to be like one of the cells. Hold on. Let me see where this is. Yeah. All right. So Westfield is here, and this is where the tornado warning storm is. And yes, we can see the tornado warning storm right there. Look at this, guys. That's the that I just circled is the tornado warning storm. There's the tornado warning storm. So that is very interesting, as we can see. So yeah, bingo indeed. Yeah, those are some really nice looking clouds right there. But it looks like the rotation, let's go ahead and close that out because we don't need to see that anymore. It looks like the rotation has kind of died. It looks like the rotation has kind of died. So I could honestly see that being canceled. Is it canceled? It remains in effect. It's confirmed. It's a confirmed tornado. So there's a confirmed tornado right now on the ground. We actually have webcam or weather cam footage of this thing. So we can actually chase this. So, yeah, we can chase this thing. Yeah, strong but not dangerous. Yeah, this is confirmed, guys. This is a confirmed tornado. On the ground right now as we speak. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, had to type that in there. But yeah, that's what we're seeing. And we can really see low-laying clouds. Those are some low-laying clouds. So there's probably some sort of tornado in this area here. Those are some really low-laying clouds. Low, very low-laying clouds. Like almost to the ground, yeah. Like maybe that looks like a wall cloud of some sort. Like some sort of wall cloud. That is a very interesting looking cloud. Yeah. Maybe rain wrapped. Yeah, it's probably a rain wrapped tornado. That's the best quality. I wanted better quality, but whatever. It's good enough. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the base velocity radar. We still see a little thing of rotation, but maybe kind of dying out as we see here. They're beginning to connect with the surrounding counties. Actually, this is actually moving into, what's this county? Oh, I'm actually on this county. Hampshire County. It's right now in, Hampden County. Electro Live and Weather. I'm gonna send you something in DMs later from Hi on Discord, so expect that. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just go back and forth because that is pretty interesting. This storm is actually moving into Huntington, Massachusetts. So, kind of unfortunate for them. Um, that's the move from now on. I'll look for weather cams close to the cells. You can choose and toss you the alley loop electro. All right, thank you. Right now we got this though, so we can clearly see this. Okay, I sent you something on DM's Electro Living Weather. Okay, thank you. Let me see. Um... Oh. Hello, it's Evan. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, make sure to like, please. What's this saying now? Tornado warning still in effect. Okay. So it's no longer confirmed, but it's still tornado warned, which is actually radar indicated. I invite people to help you. Thank you very much, Radical Charge, for your help to the stream. Very appreciated. BRB. All right, Evan. Let me reload the frames. That's... Velocities are kind of weakening now, according to the latest frames. Okay, this one just loaded. So I just plugged in my phone. I'll look at DMs again. All right. Very true. Hi, yes. Very true, hi. On Hampshire County scanners. All right. Let's go and take a look at the echo tops of this now. We're seeing 45,000 foot echoes now. So, pretty interesting. It got stronger. Probably a tad bit, yeah. Well, the echo tops have come up a bit. Whatever I think of as I always think of the no-no word. What? Severe thunderstorm warning. We have another severe thunderstorm that's got a possible tornado in it. I don't get what he's saying, Electro. Oh. Oh. Okay, I get what you're saying. All right. We can call you Brayden. All right. Where? Right here. Yeah, this severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning including Long Lake, New York until 8:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 miles an hour. Hail penny size possible. A tornado is also possible. So there is a tornado possible. So I'm going to actually go ahead and bring one of my radars up to New York. It's right here. I think this is where it is. Severe thunderstorm warning including Tahoe's, New York. Hope I'm saying that right. And Newcomb, New York until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 miles an hour. Hail quarter size possible. A tornado is also possible. So a tornado is possible. And I think it's actually this one. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, take a look at this. So we see the two velocities coming together right here. So, yeah, very interesting little thing of rotation. that we're seeing. Hey guys, day 2 nights to keep morning in me in the moment I let you had it known it. Very interesting little thing coming out of here. So, yeah. Um. Yeah. Yep, tornado warning. Yep, we just got a new tornado warning. Those were some nice looking velocities, though, on the base velocity radar of this storm. This is in Hamilton County, yes. This is moving into the county of Essex County. Anyways, yes, tornado warning is in effect for this storm here. Welcome back, Rad. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you are, great to hear. Hail core in this storm right here. We can see some little hail markers indicating the hail core. We've been seeing quite a bit of tornadoes today, but a bit of tornado warnings. I mean, there's a 5% tornado chance, so what do you expect? The conditions are favorable. Yes, they are favorable. There is a tornado watch in effect in this area. Let me check if there still is. Yes, there is. Oh, so the tornado in this one here is went back to confirmed. Did it go back to confirmed? Hold on. No. Wrong tornado warning. It went back to being confirmed, so damage has been reported in some of the towns right in here. BRB going to... All right. Take your time. Anyways, here's the current tornado warning. All right. So I'm gonna take a look at the rotation of this thing again. Yeah, that is a pretty nice thing of rotation in New York. This is actually now about to enter the county of Essex County. So I would change counties if I were you. If you were on this county, I would change to this one, Essex County. This is the county that the tornado warning is about to cross into. It's like right on the border. So Essex County, this is going to be moving into some little towns, as we can see. We got some stuff going on in Arizona. Oh yeah, there's a severe weather risk out there as well, but not really something alike to what's going on up in the northeast corner. So, okay, Essex scanners, yes. This is pretty much about to enter Essex County, New York. So, yep, right there. Very nice rotation. Small hail core. Doesn't say that there's hail in this on here, but very heavy rain. That's what it says. When will the are you saying when will the tropical storm hit Chambersburg? Let's please can we please talk in full English here, please? Just so all of us can understand what everybody's saying. It's not anything against any the other languages, but it's just so we can understand what everybody's saying. So please talk in English for that reason. Oh, flood. It'll hit whenever the tropical storm comes into your direction. Yeah. Very appreciated if you did talk in English, so we can all understand what everybody's saying. And there's a reason why. So let's keep it as clear and conscious as we can for full clarity. Gus coming through DC. gust of wind just came through DC, which was pretty interesting, but Essex scanners are working. Yeah, this thing is now moving into Essex. We just had a extended part of this tornado warning. It's not saying it's confirmed. It's saying it's radar indicated rotation. It might overflow. It might overflow. Also, it's not gonna be like a little, like, it's not gonna be heavy rain for a little time. It's gonna be heavy rain for all day, like for hours. I probably shouldn't say all day, but let's go ahead and say hours is how long this will last. So well, all the rain from the tropical storm, it'll last for hours. Heavy rain from the tropical storm will last a while. So that's why tropical storms and hurricanes, and also just tropical depressions or tropical systems in general, that's why they create a big flooding issue or a big flooding concern. Because it creates heavy rain for long periods of time in one spot. So all the rain from the tropical storm will end. Well, it's gonna go on for a while whenever we get the tropical system coming over. It will depend on the rain level. It depends on how heavy and how long the rain lasts. So that's why it all just depends. Ultra super soaker, that is the most correct thing I've heard you say. Well, it's a correct thing. Let's say that. It's very correct. Ultra super soaker, all of these tropical systems are ultra super soakers. All tropical systems are. So we're going to be very wet Tuesday. And many, I am actually, well, probably shouldn't say this, but I would expect there to be a bunch of power outages in this thing. Because the thing is, all the winds and all the rain, which will really shut the power off. So, yep, tropical systems, ultra super soakers. Indeed. Very true. Oh yeah, I'm charging everything. I should probably do that. Also, make sure to stock up on a bunch of food, water, and that. Also, be sure to get a generator because power could be out for some places for quite a bit. So parts of Puerto Rico are still out of power from Tropical Storm Isaias. So tornado warning in upstate New York. I do see that. It is right here. Very interesting thing of rotation that we're seeing in upstate New York. But anyways, it's going to be a very interesting day on Tuesday. So please, for everyone in the path of the storm, be safe. So please be safe because you don't know what's going to go down. So prayers to anyone in the path of the storm because conditions can be very dangerous in the storm. So, anyways, now back to severe weather. Yes, please be safe. Do what he says. Do what he says. Anyways, severe weather. We're seeing this cell here has 40,000 foot echo tops in it. So, which is kind of interesting. This thing is really on the border of the two. It's riding the border right here of the two counties. So how fast is it moving? How fast is it moving? Let me check to see how fast it's moving. It's moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. That's how fast it's moving. I'm going to go and take a look at the other tornado warning because okay, so it looks like that the rotation of this has kind of died down. So good news. So I mean, there's still a little something right in here, and it's actually right now moving into Northampton. So unfortunately, but the tornado warning remains in effect. Okay. Yeah, but tornado warning does remain in effect. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep my eye on this tornado warning because conditions here are not looking much like before. I mean, they're still dark, but not like before. So, good news for that. It's in effect, still going. It is still in effect. It's still going. I'm going to go and restart this thing so it works to its best. Anyways, now it's in the county of Essex in New York State. So, it's moving into some little towns here. It's moving, it looks to be like it's moving above the town of Newcomb, which is fortunate. So, but soon it might impact Willsboro, which might weaken by then, but you never know. Could still be tornado warned. And also in a bit or in a while, it'll hit the area of Burlington, so could die out before, but most likely will, in my opinion. So almost at my 3-hour mark of the stream. I've been streaming for a bit. BRB. All right. Take your time. All right, Braden. Welcome back, Radical Charge. Sorry to not see you say that. I'm getting pretty tired. Yeah, I can see you in the chat. We still have the tornado warning in New York. It looks to be going through a humongous forest. So nowhere really populated. Big forest here, so still a warning. Yes, it is still tornado warned. The tornado warning. Alright. Well, it does look like for a, well, very fortunate, it does look like the Massachusetts tornado warning has expired. But although there is still a severe thunderstorm warning, so yeah, tornado warning in Massachusetts has just expired. So no need to look at that anymore. Anyways, Still seeing rotation right here. You gotta see the two velocities come together there. And yes, I did forget that, I did forget about the lightning amounts in this storm, so, let's go ahead and check that out. Not very much lightning, so not a very big worry for lightning in this, storm. Um, that's weakened a lot. Yeah, not many strikes. Yeah, not many lightning strikes. So it looks like the cell in general right here is actually sort of weakening, which is good. Let's go ahead and check the echo tops. 35,000 foot echo tops. Not very high. But here's something. Echo tops don't always represent strength, as seen from the squall line I showed you in DC. So, and that thing had like at most of 20,000 foot echo tops mostly. But yeah. Check tropical storm Isaias. DMs again. Alright, let me check DMs. Check tropical storm Isaias. Check Delaware storm. I did see that actually. And that does have a lot of lightning. Yep, that storm died. Anyways, no need to worry about this. It's going to go out. So Delaware storm, yeah. Is this severe? Oh, what's new about this? Severe thunderstorm warning expired. This is strong, but actually it's got quite a lot of lightning, so that's a big concern. It does have quite a lot of lightning in it, as seen from here. So yeah, that's a bit of a concern in my opinion. Let's go and see strong slammer. Most lightning strikes nowadays are just strong slammers. Like they're all just strong slammers. Sizzy Mutter, that's a weak one. Severe thunderstorm warning. We have a TVS for this tornado warning. So yeah, this one here really gives me a concern for lightning because yeah, quite a bit of lightning strikes in this. Especially here in this part. This part not so much, but this part quite a bit. So lightning issue with this one. So I'm just going to keep my eye on the tornado warning here. We still do see that rotation right here, the nice looking rotation, which is pretty interesting to see. Yeah, TVS, so tornado source radar indicated rotation. So it's not yet confirmed. So anyways, I don't know if it will be confirmed because actually let's go ahead and take a look at the aerial view, and as we can see, this tornado warning is over a hilly area. Take a look at this. It's over a hilly area. So, which is pretty interesting. I mean, tornadoes can be over hilly areas, but usually they die out, and it's probably weakening. So, as we can see, this is a bit of a hilly area. Yeah. 5,344 feet. That's going to die once it hits. So we're seeing a mountain right here. That's 5,344 feet. So that one there. And we're seeing these other pretty tall mountains around too. And this is actually going to go all in between the two. So it could kill it. It could necessarily kill it. We just got a new tornado warning coming off of the previous one. Tornado warning. Yep, here's the new tornado warning that we have in effect right now. Still radar indicated rotation. But yeah, that might actually die whenever it comes in. And it looks like from this new tornado warning, it's moving. It's going to actually collide with the 5,000 foot mountain. So, yeah, so this thing is probably going to die out. But DMs for like the fourth time, sure. All right. I like the demonstration, Brayden. I like that actually. It might just be hovering. This one. It's moving at a relatively low speed, or slow speed. I see how fast it's moving, and I can... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see how fast it's moving. It's moving northeast at 25 miles an hour, which seems average. Does that seem kind of average? Churning? Actually, let me check for churning. Let me see if it's churning. Hold on. Why is this glitching? It's just moving in the same direction that it was moving in. But it looks like we got something out here. That's not what I wanted. So it looks like that we got a little something right here that's wanting to form into something like this. So we might possibly see twin tornadic cells, which means that there's rotation in two cells next to each other. So that's what I mean by twin tornadic cells. And that's what we're probably going to be seeing right here. Because this one here looks a little interesting. It's wanting, I can tell it's wanting to become like this one. It's wanting to form its own little thing of rotation. And it looks to be like it's kind of having a hard time doing that. So, anyways, yeah, Brayden, that's probably about what the flooding of the tropical storm might look like in Chambersburg. Delaware storm stronger. Really? It still got me on a lightning concern. I'm still pretty concerned about the lightning in this storm. So, yeah, pretty interesting little cell here for lightning. Is this severe? So is this yeah, that was a severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. It's not severe. It's got a special marine warning over it. It looks active. Why do we have a TVS here? We have a TVS in the middle of Pennsylvania. All right. Allentown, it's near Allentown. Let's see if this is actually saying something. Let me choose. Is that the closest? I'm just going to try all these different radar stations to see if it's actually showing something. A little something there, but not to the point where it would really show a TVS. This one's kind of iffy for me. Lehigh, Pennsylvania. Lehigh County, Pennsylvania. Sorry, somebody came into my room. Allentown is where one of my favorite football movies, All the Right Moves. Wait, hold on. Let me reload it. Yep, okay. So, is this looking like anything in your guys' opinion? Delaware Storm, stronger hail core. It does have a hail core. It really does have a hail core. You're right. Hail smaller than 1 inch in size. So it looks like all of the stuff down here is kind of breaking up. So will DC be saying anything? That's kind of a big question for me. So well, that's something I'm probably gonna have to say no to for today. So all right, but anyways, Delaware storm is severe. Seriously? I don't see it. It's not severe. You see smaller shower coming to DC. Yeah, I don't think that's going to even really live until it comes up to here. No. Okay, no. So this thing here, this yellow thing here that you're saying that's a severe thunderstorm warning. This is actually not a severe thunderstorm warning. This is actually a special marine warning. So this yellow thing that you're seeing here is a special marine warning. I know it looks like it's a severe thunderstorm warning, but it's a special marine warning. I get confused with those as well. Examples of damage in DMs. All right, let me see. Okay, here's the thing, Brayden. You can't predict what damage is going to look like. You cannot predict what damage is going to look like because you really don't know what exactly will happen. So you can 100% predict what damage will really look like. I mean, yeah, maybe home roofs could be damaged. Like homes, you can probably kind of predict home damage, but damage like, I guess, like, I don't know that. I don't think you can predict that, but maybe something similar to that, yes. But maybe something very alike to it, but it's not going to be, yeah, very similar to that, but very interesting sell here. And here's the funny thing. So from the beginning frame to the last frame, it looks like it's the same storm. I mean, yeah, a little, but yeah, these people here just got hit twice. They got hit twice by a severe storm, which is kind of interesting. Is this storm still tornado warned? It still is tornado warned. Can we take a look at the ocean real quick? And no, you cannot predict damage at all. Alright, and true, you can't. So you want to go ahead and go back to take a look at the tropical storm, because I can actually do that. Yeah, I'll take a look at the tropical storm Isaias. Yeah. Just for your guys' info again, I'm just gonna go over the whole prediction of tropical storm Isaias. So, again, we're still seeing the same thing that we saw in earlier's prediction. So as we can see, pretty much everyone in this little green thing here, pretty much anyone in this percentage thing here is going to see windy conditions. So pretty much. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I have to close my window or my blinds because no need to have them open. So yeah, we are still seeing the same thing. Well, we're seeing the same prediction that we saw from earlier. So and yeah, as I said before, pretty much everyone in this whole path is going to see windy conditions. So, the 58 mile an hour wind speed probabilities. So this here is 58 mile an hour wind speed probabilities. Yeah, it's starting to get dark. I closed mine. Yeah, it's starting to get dark, so that's why I closed mine. So yeah, 58 mile an hour wind speed probabilities. Still, everyone in this path here is going to be seeing really windy conditions. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rainfall amounts, because this is actually very important. So, as we can see here, same thing. Everyone in everyone in the dark green and I guess, is going to be seeing heavy rainfall. Everyone in the 1 inch is going to be, well, I probably should have said this. Everyone in the 2 inch or more rainfall area is going to be seeing a lot of rain. Same for the 1 inch. Those people are going to be seeing a lot of rain too, but not as much as all of these guys in the dark green and the yellow and also orange. and also the dark red, or the regular red, or just the red areas here that we're seeing. So yeah, things are gonna get really interesting Tuesday, very interesting Tuesday. So hope everyone is gonna stay. Well, I hope everyone is getting prepared because this is gonna be very interesting. Um, our cones, here's our cone, like basically the path of the storm. And as we can see, it's right now right off the coast of Florida, but not too close to make huge impact. Well, it is actually making huge impacts. So, and that's going to curve up, and then it's actually going to hit the Carolinas. So, and I think this here it's going to be the biggest impact of the storm in the continental United States, because once it starts moving up, it's going to weaken. So, DC, yes, is going to get quite a bit from this. I shouldn't say quite a bit, I should say a lot, because DC is going to get a lot. So most of everyone on the eastern seaboard is going to be seeing impacts from this tropical storm. So it is going to be interesting. So we're going to take a look at our peak surge again. And as we can see, 1 to 3 foot storm surge. And here's the thing about storm surge. Storm surge is very dangerous because it's basically rushing water from the coast going onto land. And this 1 to 3 feet is indicating how high the water is rushing into the coast. So, inland. So, and as we can see here in the Carolinas, we're seeing very high storm surge, 2 to 4 feet. So that's going to be pretty dangerous for anyone in here. And then 1 to 3 feet all in here. And yeah, it looks like the Potomac River and Washington will be seeing storm surge. So that'll be pretty interesting. Warnings and wind surface. So yeah, as we can see, all up here we have a tropical storm watch. And here we have a tropical storm warning. So here is where we have tropical storm force winds. So pretty interesting. Flash flooding potential. This is very important to look at because flash flooding, basically flash flooding is like actual flooding, like everything's flooded because of the rain. But well, not everything, but it's basically like water above like all the roads and stuff. So yes, very high potential for flash flooding in the reds. The reds is something that we really need to keep an eye on. So the yellows, something that we should keep an eye on as well, because yellows can get really bad too, but reds can get really bad flooding. So, and then the greens could get some flooding, but Not something very much to look at with the yellows and reds, but greens could get a lot of flooding too. Don't get me wrong. Here is Wednesday, and as we can see, moderate flood risk for a lot of us in the stream. So very interesting to see that. And this is gonna go all day tomorrow. I think it's gonna be at its peak in the afternoon in DC. So I'm gonna check the arrival time, and as we can see here, we can actually see that down here it looks to be moving relatively slow, and then once it gets around to here, it starts to really speed up and go into the direction that it's being predicted to go in. So anyways, very interesting to see that a lot of the East Coast is going to get impacted by this storm. So we had some hurricane force winds from Isaias down in the Bahamas, but that's when it was a hurricane. So right now it's not going to have that anymore because it's not predicted to go back into being a hurricane, which is good news. So anyways, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and now end the stream here because, I am getting tired. But before I do end it, I am going to show tomorrow's severe weather outlook like I always do in my other streams. So let's go ahead and do that now. So, of course, here was today's severe weather outlook. We did see very interesting stuff in the slight area here. A lot of tornadic activity. We did have the 5%, which I think this here actually was good. It seemed very accurate to what we actually saw. All right, here's tomorrow's outlook. Here is tomorrow's outlook of severe weather. We have this big area here of slight, or marginal, sorry, not slight, marginal. And the dark green is marginal. And then the yellow here is slight. So we have this little area of slight here. And then we also have this big area of marginal out in the west as well. But of course here we can actually see that probably the slight is for the tropical storm. So as we can see here, here's the tornado risk, and as we can see, yes, we do have a 5% tornado risk down here and a 2% tornado risk around it. So we're going to take a look at the hail risk, and as we can see, we have a big, huge thing of hail, big 5% hail risk out west. And let's go ahead and take a look at our winds. And everywhere we are seeing 5% wind risk. All in the greens is where we're seeing the 2% hail. Wind risk. Let's go ahead and take a look at day 3. And as we can see, day 3, we're seeing all marginal. We're seeing a thing of marginal out here, and we're also seeing a thing of marginal on the East Coast. But anyways, me reviewing that does mark the end of the stream. I do thank everyone for tuning into today's stream. Did enjoy all you guys being in today's stream. Very much appreciated. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this stream, and turn on post notifications so you can get notified for my latest streams. Also, if you have Discord, be sure to join my Discord server. Link is in the description. But anyways, would be thankful. Would really help support my channel out. So, yeah. Will I be live tomorrow? Maybe, because of Tropical Storm Isaias. So it's possible that I will be live streaming tomorrow and probably Tuesday. If I have power, because I'm supposed to be hit. So prayers to anyone in the path of this storm. Please stay safe, because this is going to be a very interesting storm going all up the East Coast. So please stay safe. Get all the things you need. Also get a generator if your power goes out. But anyways, make sure to prepare if you are in the path of the storm. To anyone on the eastern seaboard, the Carolinas and above. Anyways, that does mark the end of my stream. I do thank everyone for watching. Again, make sure to subscribe, like the stream, and turn on post notifications so you can get notified for my latest streams. And also, join my Discord server if you have Discord. Would be very appreciative if you did join it. But anyways, we'll all catch you guys later. And I will be ending the stream now. Have a great day. Great rest of your day, everyone. Peace out.